Alright, 10 things I wish I knew about Honkai Star Rail before I started playing. If you are wondering, yes, I have been accepted into the Honkai Star Rail beta test. If you want to watch me play this game live, check it out here on YouTube. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and leave a comment below. Number 1. Do I need to play Honkai Impact in order to play this game? The answer is hell no. Honkai Star Rail technically takes place in a different part of the Hoyo multiverse. Similar to like Genshin Impact or Tears of Themis, yes, they're all technically tied together in the multiverse, but they kind of have their own independent storylines. Does it touch up on the Honkai Impact story? Sure, it relates to it a lot. Its own standalone story and adventure for you. So you do not need to play Honkai Impact 3rd in order to play this game. Question number 2. Is it a gacha game? The answer is yes. You think Hoyoverse is gonna not take our money? They gonna be running our wallets all day, all night. What do we have here? We have 4 stars, 5 stars, and unlike the weapon banner in Genshin Impact, or even the weapon banner in Honkai Impact, we have a thing called light cones. Special attributes that help increase your character stats that you pull for in the gacha system as well. Number 3. This game is a turn-based strategy. This is not your normal hack and slash genre that you feel from Honkai Impact, or not like Genshin Impact where it feels more like a JRPG style. This one hits a different level. It feels like if you took Final Fantasy, if you took the old Fire Emblems, and you meshed them together with some sick Epic 7-like gameplay. It feels perfect for a game to have PvP potential. Number 4. Is it free to play friendly? The answer I like to say here is yes. As somebody who played the first closed beta test, I ran 4-star compositions that were not expensive 5-star polling mandatory comps, into their version of Abyss. Abyss is similar to Honkai Impact in Genshin Impact, where you climb floors that are increasingly more and more difficult to clear for higher tier rewards. I full completed using 4-star team comps and had a very fun time. It was quite challenging, and it did require me to play it quite a few times to get the proper strategy down, but it is extremely doable even without paying a single dollar in the game. Number 5, the expected release date. Well, that's something that we all kind of wish we knew. At this current time, the closed beta test 2, we don't even know what time this beta test ends at. All we know is that it started now. On the 29th, they're opening an extra 800 slots for people to register, and they have another 200 more slots opening up at a later date. So that's as much information as I got for you at the moment, but for Genshin Impact, if we're going to speculate, Genshin Impact only had 2 closed beta showings, and then they released the game. So fingers crossed that we're at that point in the game. Number 6, is this game beginner friendly? And the answer is yes. The only issue I find with it being for beginners is that the story might feel overwhelming. They throw a lot of information at you really quickly and use a lot of really big words. As somebody who speaks English as their 3rd language, I felt a little overwhelmed at the start of the game, but the gameplay itself feels very easy and natural to understand, and the progression of it and how it interacts with enemy units feels right. The way that they make it so that the enemy units increase in difficulty, increase in their abilities, affect itself and the units around it, these are all very easy to understand, and how they affect the order of your turn-based strategy. Number 7, time constraints and pacing / endgame content. Well, the thing about this game in particular is that it is an open world and you can do side questing. There is a little bit of a linear plot for the main story going on. It feels more like a post-Honkai Odyssey 2, for those of you guys who played Honkai Impact. It feels a little bit like how Genshin works with its questing system, but honestly with more fleshed out NPCs. The NPCs in Honkai Star Rail are kind of dope. Like, you get to do like these really cool quests where you're like helping out a local chef discover recipes, and it actually affects some of the characters in your game, and it's cool. Like, you see your characters interact with these NPCs. I don't know, the world building just feels so much more fleshed out than a lot of the other games I've played, making it so that the pacing for the game is so adaptable. If you want to push through main story content, you wouldn't be burning your life away on the game, but you can go at your own pace. If you're somebody who likes to kill a lot of time, you can grind out on those side quests, because there's so many of them. There's an abundance of side quests. And you can also grind out Abyss as well, which is their endgame content, which you get to pretty early on. I feel like overall, they meet the time flow and management for a lot of people, whether you be busy with a full-time job and your gacha games are only for 30 minutes out of your day, or if you're someone like me who likes to no-life them. Number 8, what platforms can I play this game on? Well, Honkai Star Rail is going to be on PC, which is the client I'm testing it out for currently. It's going to be on mobile friendly as well. And I believe PS5. They are giving away free PS5s currently for signing up for Honkai Star Rail. So it'd be kind of weird if it didn't come out for PS5. So, question mark? I'm not fully sure on that one, to be honest. Number 9, where are my quests and objectives? This is something that happened for a few people who were beta testing. They kept asking me this, and I was going to show you really quickly. You just got to pull up your menu here. Bam, it's a quest icon. There's also a hotkey to get to it as well. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit because selecting your quests and going through those can help you a lot with your XP grind. Number 10, is this game worth it? Now, this question is extremely subjective. Of course, I'm going to be the one to tell you that it is worth it because I love turn-based strategy games. If you don't like turn-based strategy, this might not be the game for you, but if you're interested in a really lore and plot-heavy game, and you don't mind dealing with a turn-based strategy, this game is worth it. I think the lore, the plot, the way they already have teased so much of the game within itself, the foreshadowing, the intense cutscenes that we got slammed with at the start. It was incredible. The amount of voice acting skill that's been put into this game, the way that they even voice act a lot of like the main storylines where they're just talking and walking past each other. It feels so immersive. Their mouths even lip sync properly with English dub, which I didn't see coming. And it's just, I don't know, it just feels so good. It feels so satisfying to your brain to play this game where they care so much about every step of its progression, from gameplay to story to voice acting to characters being built the way that they have their own storylines and own destinies. And you get to play a part in that. So yeah, I think this game is completely worth it. And if you want to give it a shot, or if you want to see gameplay of it, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel here and hit the like button because I got into the closed beta 2 test. Alright, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later, skaters!